Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Slingblade Productions. My name is Alan, and this is my Clash of Champions review and reaction video. In this video, I will be comparing the actual match card as it was proposed, or I should say, as it was booked on the show, as compared to how I predicted it would go. So with that in mind, first of all, I want to welcome everybody who has joined the Slingblade Productions family. Apparently I got 5 new subscribers, so I have to plug the Great Legend show for plugging my channel on his live review of the pay-per-view. So Legend, thank you, man. You're awesome. Now, having said that, let's get right into the review. And the first match of the night, which was on the pre-show, was Alicia Fox versus Nia Jax. The singles match, I predicted Nia Jax to win by pinfall in 5 minutes. Did that happen? Almost. Nia did win by pinfall, but the match was 4 minutes and 55 seconds. I gave this match 3 stars, and this match was not much. It was more of a beatdown, continuing to build Nia as a monster heel female. Alicia did, of course, get her stuff in, but by and large, Nia continued on her dominant streak. I think at one time Alicia Fox did get a 2 count in, and that was about the extent of it. Nia Jax, of course, your winner, and it was pretty much by the numbers. So WWE did a good job on that one. Let's get to the main show, and I predicted the first main show match to be The New Day versus Luke Gallows. No, I take that back. I was looking at my review. I predicted Cesaro and Sheamus to go on second in a singles match, the final match in the best of 7 series to determine a title shot in the future, with Cesaro going over by pinfall in a 10-minute match. Did that happen? No, it was actually The New Day versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. It was a tag team match for the WWE Tag Team Championship. In this match, I believe I predicted The New Day to win by pinfall. Did that happen? Yes. I predicted Big E to pick up the pin. Did that happen? No. And this match, at first I really didn't think anything of it because of the comedy routine that Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson had been doing basically through this whole feud with The New Day. But they came out on fire, and they came out looking like the ass kickers that they first came in as when they debuted. So that was a big plus for The New Day, or I'm sorry, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. They came out all business, got the early advantage on The New Day, but eventually The New Day came back, won the match. It took Xavier Woods and the trombone to actually do it, but the babyfaces retained, with Kofi Kingston getting the pin. It was a nice tag team match to watch, and of course I'm giving this match 4 stars. Now we get to match 3. I believe this was the one that I predicted was to be the New Day versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. And of course, it wasn't. It was Brian Kendrick versus TJ Perkins. Singles match for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. And for this match, I believe I predicted this to go on where? 6th, but it didn't. Went on 3rd. I believe I predicted TJ Perkins to win by submission in a 20-minute match. Did that happen? Close. This was one of the matches I was actually looking forward to most. Again, this was a sentimental favorite match of mine. Of me being a huge friend of both fan of Brian Kendrick and TJ Perkins. I wanted to see WWE continue to push the cruiserweights in a uphill fashion and have, of course, TJ Perkins build up the Cruiserweight Championship so that it was at least somewhat legitimized. With that in mind, they did take a little step back on this card, but the match was good enough that it could pass off. With that in mind, this match ended up being less high-flying and more of a technical wrestling match, which definitely suits both TJ and Brian very well because they are very, very, very good in-ring technicians. And I can't really complain. Yeah, I do like a lot of the high-flying stuff from the Cruiserweights, but I can't complain because showing Cruiserweights to be ring technicians is just as good. After the submission, Brian Kendrick shook TJ Perkins' hand and then embraced him only to headbutt him in anger. I don't know if they're going to follow that up with a Brian Kendrick heel turn or what the story is going to be with that. Having said that, this match was nearly perfect. Like I said, this TJ Perkins going over by submission in 10 minutes and 31 seconds, and I'm giving this match 5 stars. Now we get to match 4, and what did I predict match 4 was going to be? Predicted match 4 to be Sami Zayn versus Chris Jericho in a singles match, and it ended up being Sheamus versus Cesaro. Singles match, final match in the best of 7 series. This ended up being a no contest with the referee stopping the match because both competitors had just beaten each other and beaten each other and beaten each other until neither could continue. And to be honest, this match was actually a lot more entertaining than I thought it was going to be. There was one oh shit moment when Cesaro did a suicide dive out of the ring and hit his head, the top of his head on the rubber matting on the floor. And I thought that was going to be the place where they stopped the match, but it wasn't. They let it continue. Both guys kicked out of each other's finishers, which was excellent. And I look forward to seeing what they do with this. I hope they don't do another best of 7 series between the two. I'd like to see them resolve this right away in some way, shape, or form. So, with that in mind, I can't rate this match because there was no finish. The match was 16 minutes and 36 seconds long. Now we get to match 5. And match 5 I predicted to be Rusev with Lana versus Roman Reigns. Singles match for the WWE United States Championship. It ended up being Sami Zayn versus Chris Jericho. Singles match. And for this matchup, I actually predicted Sami Zayn to win by pinfall. And I predicted this match to go 10 minutes. Did that happen? No. This match from the start was a barn burner. Both guys went at it and looked amazing in the process. The offense in this match was intense with momentum in this match, swinging like a pendulum between both guys. The wrestling in this match, as to be expected by two top-tier workers, was insanely awesome. This was one of my favorite matches on the card, just because I'm a big fan of Sammy and Chris. My only gripe about this match is that Sammy didn't go over when really he needs to reestablish himself after being used on a couple of free shows for stupid reasons and then not being on TV for stupid reasons. But in the end, Chris Jericho won by pinfall. Match was longer than I expected, which really jacked the rating on this match up. It's 15 minutes and 22 seconds long. This takes us to match 6, which I had predicted to be the TJ Perkins versus Brian Kendrick match. We already got to that match earlier. This one was Bayley versus Sasha Banks versus Charlotte, the triple threat match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. I believe I predicted this match to go where? Hold on, checking my predictions. I predicted this to be the semi-main event, but it was number 6. I predicted Charlotte to win by submission in a nice 30-minute match. Did that happen? No. And I'm not going to complain about this match. I wanted Sasha to win just because I wanted her to get the title back after dropping it at SummerSlam due to injury. But I'm actually anxious to see what they do with the Charlotte-Sasha feud going forward. But all 3 of these women looked very, very, very good in this match. They were all on fire. All 3 women jockeyed for position of advantage early on in the match. But in the end, all 3 women played off each other well. There was an oh shit moment in this match where Charlotte hit a moonsault off the top rope onto both Sasha and Bayley. Loved that. That was a nice spot. I'm going to ask this question, and I definitely would like to see your comments and your opinions on this, but who doesn't love a good triple threat match with 3 awesome women's wrestlers? I look at it, Bayley had a coming of age. She looked great in a title match on a pay-per-view, a main roster pay-per-view. Sasha again looked amazing. Charlotte, of course, now 12-0 in pay-per-view title matches. And this was probably better than the Charlotte, Sasha, Becky match at WrestleMania 32 in Dallas. So that's saying a lot. Charlotte, your winner by pinfall. The match was 15 minutes and 28 seconds. And I'm giving this match a 5-star rating. Alrighty, so now we get to match 7. This is your semi-main event. Rusev with Lana versus Roman Reigns, singles match for the WWE United States Championship. And I believe I predicted this match to go 5th. Yeah. With Roman Reigns winning by pinfall in a 15-minute match. Did that happen? Partially. This match resembled more of a brawl than a wrestling match, which it should, between 2 big guys like Roman and Rusev. This was a fight for survival as much as a match for the WWE United States Championship. both Rusev and Roman were all over each other, laying in their stiffest shots. I would love to see these guys fighting in an octagon just to see if they could put on the quality fight that they put on in the ring at the pay-per-view. That match is what a big match should feel like. That match between Roman and Rusev was awesome, and it had that good feel-good moment of finally the foreign heel losing America's top prize. That being said, Roman Reigns, your winner by pinfall. Match was 17 minutes and 7 seconds long, and the match was 5 stars. And I believe that's the most 5-star matches I've had in a pay-per-view review so far. I'll have to go back and check out the footage from all my other videos. Anyway, having said that, let's move on to the main event. And as I predicted, it would be Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens. The singles match for the WWE Universal Championship. I did predict Kevin Owens to go win by pinfall in 30 minutes. Did that happen? Almost. This match was won by Kevin Owens by pinfall, but it wasn't 30 minutes. This match was a wrestling clinic from the start, and both Seth and Kevin looked extremely good. I don't even think Chris Jericho really needed to be involved in the match. Kevin Owens, I think, would have won this match regardless. So, with Chris getting involved and a new referee having to get involved, I had to dock my rating on this match. I'll get to that later. Both guys got their stuff in. And honestly, I think that at the end of it, I really can't complain except about the finish, which was Chris Jericho getting involved and the new referee replacing the original ref and giving Kevin Owens a chance to recover to hit the pop-up powerbomb. That being said, I'm giving this match 3 stars. Now, with the matches taken care of, I'm going to give you my overall thoughts of the show. I feel like Backlash did better as far as the overall match quality from start to finish. And the matches were more fluid and straightforward, but there weren't a lot of oh shit moments around Backlash, but I don't think there really needed to be. Other than that, I mean, I can't really complain. For the first Clash of Champions replacing Night of Champions, the show was really good. It delivered. I wish there would have been a couple more title changes tonight, but I'm not going to complain. Like, I really would have liked to see Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson dethrone the New Day and really renew their push and their momentum, re-earn it, and of course build up the tag team titles more than the New Day have. I would like to have seen Sasha win the women's title, but I'm thinking they might do that at Hell in a Cell or Survivor Series. I was happy with Roman Reigns winning the U.S. title, and I hope he keeps it and defends it like John Cena did, and really builds up the U.S. title to unprecedented heights. At least try to keep it neck and neck with the Intercontinental title or make it better. Rusev's reign has been a little flat, so it was time. Kevin Owens, like I said, I'm happy with him keeping the title, but I wish the match would have been pure because, let's face it, Seth and Kevin are two of the best workers in the wrestling business, and they don't need the outside interference. Furthermore, I would like to see Kevin Owens be a more dominant champion where he wins matches clean on his own at least 50% of the time. I don't want to see him constantly having outside interference, trying to get himself purposefully disqualified or counted out, because in my opinion that will really water down the Universal Championship. Now, having said that, tonight's show, I'm going to have to give it a B+ score, and I hope Hell in a Cell is better. So having said that, my next video is going to be how I would book No Mercy, unless something else comes up. Of course, if something else does come up, I will probably live stream it. Other than that, I want to thank you guys for watching. I know this video is not exactly my best. It's almost 3 a.m. my time. I'm tired, so normally my videos are better. Anyway, make sure to share this video all over social media. Make sure to tell your friends about Slingblade Productions. Make sure to leave a comment on these videos. I do read them. I will respond to them if they are civil comments. If not, I will delete them. Once again, I want to thank The Great Legend Show for plugging my channel on his review of Clash of Champions. You rock, man. Make sure to check out his stuff if you're not subscribed to him. He's a great commentary guy. Also, while I'm thinking about it, I did promise Chris Doc that I would promote his channel, so make sure to check out his stuff. He's got all kinds of stuff, not just wrestling. And with that in mind, I will see you guys real soon. You all have a good night. Peace.